just like you. If you've been thinking about or know that you need to go to therapy, listen. It's not abnormal, weak, or weird to feel overwhelmed, angry, depressed, confused when life is chaotic, or you're grieving, or you just started a new job, or you cannot stop arguing with your partner. We therapists don't just listen. We have years of education and experience on how to navigate through life, and we know what it's like to not be able to do that on your own. Most people imagine therapy as this tedious, time-consuming task that's supposed to get in the way of everything else we need to get done in our lives. But therapy doesn't need to be like that. Imagine therapy like this. Everything is online, and your therapy takes place on a virtual platform, either on your phone or on your laptop. You schedule all of your appointments online, and if you aren't vibing with the first therapist that you're matched with, then you switch to a new one easily. The best part is this isn't something that you need to imagine. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. Remember, therapists go to therapy. Why? Because it works, and you don't have to do this on your own. Get started today.
At Tate's, we know the best part of ending your day is starting your night. You time. It's baked in. Tate's.
Hello and welcome to today's stream. I'm Professor Bodhi, aka Mr. Bonny John. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry for that late start, but we're here. We're good to go. Chat. Hello, Monster Artist and Granola. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. In case you weren't aware, we'll start off the stream by at least acknowledging that it's spider time. I was trying to think of some sort of spider meme, but hello Draco and hello Mark. Welcome in, welcome in. So the thumbnail is from Demon Slayer. Hello Justin, thank you so much for the fan art, by the way. It was great, really fun way to open up Discord this morning. But chat, the concept that we have today is not a Demon Slayer spider POTEMPO. It will be based off of, I believe it's called JOROGUMO, which is a spider yokai from Japan. But it's going to be a split Evo, one that's going to go towards chaos and one that's going to be towards order. And I figure that something that I've done with POTEMPO, of course, if you've been here, you know that POTEMPO is my monster tamer concept. And I want to find ways to make unique versions of creatures. Hello, Oni, welcome in. So, I know that I don't want to just do a regular spider, and I could find some cool stuff in mythology for sure, and that could be for a generation 2 and beyond. But the way that we're doing the spider, and I'm also making, like I said in that split, I'm gonna make a Spider Woman, not a Marvel Spider Woman, but also a how do you say? It's another arachnid. It's a scorpion man. It's not a Nancy. A Nancy is a very specific, in some cases, a story character, in other places revered as a god. So definitely not a Nancy. A Nancy is a very specific individual. This will be, and that's an African mythos. This will be more of a Japanese yokai. Orb Weaver, not a bad idea. I was going to ask for sure about inspiration. So, chat, I'm going to teach you guys about JOROGUMO, and then I'll also tell you about the Scorpion Man. So, I'll get you, as I'm reading to you guys, the concept from Wikipedia. I'll also get you some art about JOROGUMO, who, like I said, is a Japanese yokai. Here's JOROGUMO here. It's a little hard to see because it's a more traditional kind of piece of art. I'll get you some other concepts for us to look over. And chat, in case you weren't aware, but I put out a video. I saw some of you guys leave comments, but I want to see more comments on the video. I mean, I'll be honest, it did kind of flop, but it's okay. I did 4 designs that I really love. Not every design or series of designs have to be, you know, cool, so to speak, right? We have to give loves to the Chatots of the world, the love discs of the world. Key. In fact, I renamed the video that I think fits and might, you know, hopefully get people to click for it into giving boring Pokemon evolution. So after stream, or you want to line it up, I did do a title name, but here was the thumbnail and a better look at the very least, maybe to entice you guys. Evolutions, right? So Love Disc got, in my opinion, a very fun evolution. I really love how this final design came out. Push for a more deeper pinkish red. The gold accents are really fun. You can see the tail end of a bow and arrow, and then of course the arrow in itself. The silhouette is simple but fun. So make sure you go ahead and watch that video if you haven't. And again, make sure you leave a comment. You guys don't understand how important it is for you guys to engage with the algorithm. But thank you to everyone who did already. giant Joro spider, says Mark over here. Actually, Anansi is also Greek mythos. Is that true? I don't know. Teach me about that if that's the case. And hello, monster. Kind of spider that I think turned 100 or 500 that gains the ability woman. Inuyasha had one, says Oni. That's true. The Greek one is Arachne. Indeed, she was the protagonist. And originally I was going to split Jorogumo and, or rather, Arachne and then like a Medusa kind of thing. Splitting snake and spider, but I like the idea of an arachnid. Not that it needs to make sense, you know, have fun with design. Hello, Auroras, welcome in, and hello, Orca. Hey, again, I might be in True Green's video. Very nice, very nice. Let's go. What's up, JC? Our mod JC is here. Currently drawing Garchomp, gotcha. My favorite was the Chatot Evo. I like that one a lot myself. I really like the shiny for that. And I wish I could have made that the shine, or rather the default, but I needed those bright colors so we could have an anchor towards Chatot. Another, I think, undervalued element of that design that I hope people understood was with Chatot, we had like that music note that came out. I made it like a cuckoo, or not a cuckoo. Is it a cuckoo? It's the one bird that has a crest that flips up. And having that, all those musical notes kind of come up and sprout for the silhouette, I thought was a fun way to evolve Chatot. So I also really like that one, which is why I made it the last design of the video. Hello, Dingus! To be honest, I can't say I was big on the Chatot Evo, but I like Klefki the most. Klefki, as far as some feedback I got from some of my art peers, they were saying, you know, it was a little obvious, and I think that was the way to go. But yeah, I did enjoy that one as well. Okay, so let me get you some Jorogumo art. And the depictions of these are, you know, potentially how I might go about it. But you guys know that the quote-unquote rules of POTEMPO is I saved the third forms to be the most humanoid. It doesn't mean all my third forms are humanoid, but that as far as pacing, it's like POTEMPO reaching a level of sapience and intelligence. Again, not saying the more quadrupedal or more animal kind of style creatures are less smarter, but that just to have kind of rhyme or reason in the way that, you know, at times, right, when we see Pokemon third stage evolution, we're like, oh, it got too humanoid, too, in a way, anthropomorphized, right, where it's a character instead of a creature. So by having a sort of rule established in POTEMPO early on, it really changes the way we can look at stuff. Here's another cool concept. Yeah, above all, I think I'm more than anything going to go in something like this. And so the reason is, if it's only a second stage evolution, to me, I think the idea here is that it's not humanoid. It's still got the body of a spider, like it's majority of its spider body. And then I'll set it up so that the top half is like trying to be human. You know what I mean? So, okay, let me leave some of this art up for you now that you know what kind of direction I want to take. And I'll leave this up, and I'm going to read to you guys the yokai kind of description of it. So, Jorogumo is a type of yokai, a creature of Japanese folklore. It can shapeshift into a beautiful woman, so the kanji that represent its actual meaning will translate to woman spider. The kanji which are used to write it instead, literal translation is entangling newlywed woman, have a Jukuji-kun pronunciation that is related to the meaning but not the sound of the word. In Toriyama Saikin's Gaza Hyaku Yagyo, it's depicted a spider woman manipulating small fire-breathing spiders. Interesting. Jorogumo can also refer to species of spiders such as the Nephila and Argiope spiders. Japanese-speaking etymologists use the katakana form of Jorogumo to refer exclusively to the spider species Trichonophila clavata, and this has been adapted into English as Joro spider. So chat, mind you, I know spiders are scary to some people, which is why I didn't put a big old spider face in the thumbnail. So please be aware, I'm going to be sharing some spiders on screen. So if you're scared, look away. I'll make them small. I think spiders are really cool. I don't think they're scary, but I understand everyone is at a different place. So here's a spider. Put them on a side there. In fact, I really like this black and yellow color patterning. So I think I kind of want to... here's the Argiope, which is a white spider here. Really like the way it bunches its legs together. So I'll put that over there. And then here's the Trichonophila clavata. Got a very beautiful patterning that I think I will use. And again, since it's not Pokemon, I'm not translating one spider per se. I might take elements. I'm gonna fuse parts. Above all, I just really want to make cool designs. Mythology is the first and foremost concept. So here in this kind of traditional inkwork kind of piece, you see it's a woman in kind of a dress. The body is almost like made of webs, which is beautiful. She's got this long black hair, and then she's got her arms kind of sprayed out, right? Or spayed out. Right word? Spayed? You see these silk threads attached, right? And then here you got those little baby spiders that the entry was talking about where they spit out fire. So, okay, that's if that's a thing, you know, I don't know if I'll, again, I know for a fact I won't entirely always translate these mythos and concepts exactly, right? But chat, that's only one part of today's stream. Let me go ahead and I might go ahead and discuss the second half, right? Which is going to be the Scorpion Man. Let me quickly just check in on what you guys are saying. Giant Sporo, Joro spider is a real spider native to Japan. Thank you, Mark. Arachne and Medusa would make sense since they were both cursed by Athena. Exactly what I was going for. The Hornbill, yeah, exactly. Oh, the Cockatoo, yeah, the Cockatiel with a trumpeter Hornbill was what I did for my chat time. Like, I might be in this 4 Rs thing. Very nice, Orca, keep it up. Zoe Mama says Granola. To be more exact on which orber, spiny-backed orb weaver, apple juice or orange juice? It's got to be apple juice for me. I love orange juice. Not get me wrong, I'd rather have, I think, orange juice for breakfast, but I can have apple juice any day of the week. Apple cider in particular, good, like a good apple cider is so crisp. It's like with orange juice, obviously, when I say it's like drinking the fruit, obviously, but I mean like a good apple cider feels like the true juice liquid form of if I were eating an apple. I know it doesn't make sense. It's obvious. Anyway, what if you did a video where you take your guest arm friends, give descriptions on POTEMPO that you designed, they designed its based off of this description, then you show them the real one when it's done? Not yet, if anything, just because POTEMPO is still so early. I'm still trying to get the look feel, right? Have we ever gotten any Centaur or Arachnid type Pokemon with bottom half? I don't know, and I don't think so, which is why I want to make sure I put a few of those in my concept. I will be having a Centaur-like creature as well, who would also make for a great, I think, 2-stage kind of line. But anyway, Aurora Strike, or rather, hello, No Monkey Business, and hello, Chill Bill. Most I think is origin form. Yeah, that's true, Monster. I want to put that spider in my mouth. Don't forget to check out the spiny-backed orb weaver. I will add that to my list since I am looking up spider references. Spine orb. I know in past streams you talked about the POTEMPO mask other than the head. Maybe instead of the mask on the head, it's on the abdomen. Well, so that would be for the baby forms or the first form. I'm gonna make these guys the second. So I love the peacock spiders dance they do. That's true. But I wouldn't say your video bomb. It's good content. The thumbnail's a bit bland though. I would recommend giving the thumbnail another go. Yeah, I mean, I would say the video bombed because I think last week the other one got like nearly 6 or 7K in the weekend or in a day. This one did like 1K maybe in you know, in a day, or at least yesterday, right? But you're right. While the design is simple, it's still, I feel like Love Disc is a pretty annoying or boring Pokemon. So you might be right. It might be a decent thumbnail. So it might be something I need to work on, but it's just content for you guys regardless. I love the work that I put into it, but I think it is fair to say the video. You mean Scorpion King played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? And yes, don't forget to like the stream. Thank you, Oni. I appreciate that. Apple juice makes me go to the bathroom. Huge fact, there's a species of spiders that has the most nutritious milk. Whew. What is that spider? I had a 3-day stomach ache from drink. Oh my god. Best New Year's ever. Related to this POTEMPO, but have you seen an elf owl? I haven't. Oh my fellas. Hello, Rosa. It's been a long time. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been well. I will go ahead and add who's going to look? Elf owl. Let me see what an elf owl looks. Oh, it's so cute. Here, chat, I'll show you guys an elf owl. That's an elf owl. And then ooh, this looks very cool. The spiny-backed orb weaver. Yeah, I feel like I gotta use this guy. He's very cool. He's very cute. I also like this color pattern too, the white, black, and I could go for the more yellow variation just because it feels like the Doro spider from Japan. But anyway, chat, let me tell you about the Scorpion Men. So, hello, Rec, welcome in, welcome in. I'll say this. So the Scorpion Man, right, or Scorpion Men, obviously, let me show you, chat. Dwayne Johnson, Scorpion King. So listen, back when I was a kid, this looked so fire, okay? So apparently they did a whole bunch of sequels, going to so far as a part 4. So, okay. All right, Dwayne Johnson, pop off. So this was in 2002. Okay, so look. All right, that looks okay, right? Like, he looks cool. That's Dwayne Johnson when he had hair. He looks like he can, you know, go ahead and beat up people as he would. Now look at this. So this is the CGI of the error. Okay. And in motion, it's obviously a lot more different. But look, at the time, it was pretty damn awesome, okay? So there he goes. Here's another look. Reveals why the Scorpions King... Oh. Here's another one. And again, look, it was a product of its era, okay? So can we give Dwayne Johnson a break? It's not like he was working on the CGI, okay? But yeah, so to me, it feels right to split up, you know, two kinds of arachnids. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. From my research, oh, looking at myself here, chat, check this out. This is a hoodie my sister got me. So you've got, bam, Team 7 meter, and so a June Invest hoodie, pretty cool. Thank you to Nancy, my sister. Oh, she gave me this too. Naruto. So it's a cute little ramen bowl. They give you chopsticks. Was she late for the birthday gift? Absolutely, a month late, but we don't keep track. So, okay, now chat, Scorpion Man, Spider Woman, it makes sense to split them into chaos and order, right? Naturally, we're going to assume the yokai is the chaos side, right? They were like pranksters. This actually really works because, chat, more or less, turns out the Scorpion Men, right, from Mythos, the romanicized translation from the Akkadian word, which is really cool hieroglyphics, is Girta Blulu, featured in several Akkadian language myths from ancient Mesopotamia, including the epic Enuma Elish and the standard Babylonian version of the Epic of Gilgamesh. So this is a very ancient mythos. Okay, so In the visual arts, the form of Scorpion Men varies, though they often have the head, torso, and arms of a man and the body and tail of a scorpion. So to me, again, this is going to be a really nice split Evo that makes sense if they're both, you know, these kind of arachnids. They're also Scorpion women, but I figure I'll just lean into, you know, making a more gendered variation. Again, not that they're outright gendered, but Scorpion men appear in the visual arts of Mesopotamia and ancient Iran before we knew them from literature. Epic poem, Scorpion Man is listed among the monsters created by Tiamat in order to wage war against the god for murdering her mate Upsu. So, apparently the Scorpion Men, the way that they operate, really more fit for order as well. They were like, kind of like guardians. They were described as terrifying beings whose glances meant death. But, you know, eventually Gilgamesh clears them. So, I like to think that, you know, I can either way sway to the direction I need, which is order and chaos. All right, chat, so are we ready to draw? We got all of our research underway, right? So let's go ahead and catch up with chat, and I'll get started on art today. Oily buff, not bald, absolutely. V Scorpion King, everything changed when he showed up in the Mummy. Serious stuff. I'm sorry to hear that, Rosa, but I'm glad things are good now. No producing spider is called Toxius Magnus, a jumping spider. CGI then looks like some games now. Imagine the games back then. I lived through that. I know, I loved it. I just got a D&D book in the mail. Okay. Oh, shit. All right, you know what? Nice. Let me actually save this, and I'll send that to Antonio. Thank you. Be very happy. Knock knock, welcome in Shady. Tough hoodie, thank you. The Kakashi Sensei hoodie, hell yeah. Half human, half scorpion, POTEMPO next time. No accent. It's gonna be this one. Spider and scorpions are part of the arachnid family, but not the same species. Hell yeah. The art's precious. Thank you. Dude. Boruto really messed with some of my favorite characters. I know. I liked it, but I kind of gave up on it. By the way, scorpion folk are called Akrabamela. It's not what I saw in my research, but I will double check. Bonny in his way to save the hidden POTEMPO village. Yes, sir. Can finally eat his Cookie Crisps. Yes. Scorpion Woman Spider Man. JOROGUMO. Mantis Pokemon planned? I kind of am planning to put some Mantis elements into my bacteriophage / virus alien xenomorph inspired POTEMPO, but I'll save that for later. Scorpion Man Spider Woman sounds like they should be related, right? Scorpion Man POTEMPO and a JOROGUMO POTEMPO wife. Scorpions are cool, you can't change my mind. I don't think anyone would disagree with you there. And hello, Daily, welcome back. Yeah, he's Antonio's cool people. Human Scorpion mythological remake Drapion. That's true. Drapion could kind of be a point of reference for sure. So chat, I'm a yapper, I apologize. Cheers to you all. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Let's have an awesome session today. And again, make sure you go watch the video if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you haven't already. Get started. I always take a slow first sip because I don't know how hot this thing is. Okay. So, would you guys be interested to see a fan art of Bonny eating Cookie Crisp? Oh, Lord. Alright, so I'm going to... more or less start with an egg. I think this is going to be a very fun... Part of me thinks I could do an insect. I already have like a mosquito first stage planned. But I do want to maybe make like this kind of almost gross looking gelatinous, you know, insect egg / cocoon, and out hatches would be one of these two. Only issue is egg isn't a super exciting concept, but I think I can make it exciting, and I know exactly how. So without further delay, let's begin. Scorpion King, but scorpion head with human body, Scorpion Man, Spider Woman, and the adopted ceiling non-binary crab. If I can nickname these POTEMPO, they'd be Rui. Tell me why. Hello, Daring and Wyvern, and welcome in. On my research, they're called Akrabamelu. Okay. My final start this week. Nah, you're gonna do great. Good luck to you. You're gonna do great. Ticks are related to arachnid. We not on arachnids? Absolutely. What if we drop an item that can produce money because the golden orb weeder makes golden thread? It's way too early for me to figure out, but it's a sick concept. Egg with 8 legs. Kind of what I'm kind of thinking. Check this out, chat. I got an idea. What about one of those web sack things? Chat, peep this. So, I recently made, and it's funny because I literally just, I make, you know, by the way, for some reason, chat, I got banned on Twitter. I don't ever say anything on Twitter. I post my art. I do retweet a lot of, I guess, political stuff. Like, you know, can we stop genocide? You know, I'm not gonna get political. But I got banned on Twitter, suspended, which is absolute bullshit. So now I'm only really posting on Instagram. And so when I was, you know, setting up my socials, this Pokemon that I made for a collab with Ron, Ryoma, and Deebs, I was like thinking, oh, how interesting. This is based off of Ron's original boss trap. This is my updated take, which, by the way, on the comments, you guys really seem to like this, so thank you very much. But again, Ron helped me set up that slam dunk, right? So, chat, when I do look at, that's the shiny. But I want to show you if I can find it. So Ron's original. I decided to bring up the abdomen of the creature to kind of, because this guy could burrow into the ground, excuse me, and wave his abdomen and then clap on whoever gets close. So what I want to do is I want to also play up the abdomen here as well. I think that'd be a really fun direction to, you know, maybe use the POTEMPO totem concept around there. But then again, it's also supposed to cover the head. So we'll see. We could put a face and abdomen together. It's not like I'm following real rules, man. Hey. So chat, 1 second. Sorry about that. I saw that you were banned. Okay, JC, what does it look like? What, like when you try to like look me up or something? I was so upset by it, but I'm not at all a fan of Elon Musk. So I was like, maybe this is a sign. I don't want to be on your shitty platform ruined. Getting some Charlotte's Web's flashbacks. Why not a cluster of arachnid eggs bundled together, maybe with tiny bug legs? Why not use Kurisarimo? I will look up Kurisarimo. Kurisarimo. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, is this the virus guy who is the bad guy in first movie? Forget. I like the Neon Genesis color. Anyway, what else am I gonna catch up with you guys and then I'll finally start. If there's ever Gen 2, you can base Spider-Man on the native. Yeah. In a part 2, I do have like directions I want to do, but for sure I'll be able to put. Happy birthday to you, God, Wreck. Yeah, I don't say nothing on Twitter. I couldn't post anything verified. Yeah. You don't need a reason to get banned. It's just, that's so annoying. I am able to appeal, but I also don't care anymore, but I probably should, but it's not like I use it all that much anyway, so. Yeah, the way you basically just started, yeah, I know. It's so annoying, right? Where, anyway, Ron's version looks much cuter. It is. His is much cuter. There's people like that can drop that app. Yeah, I know. I need Blue Sky ready. Pototem. I don't want to be an Andromeda, me neither. We're going for cool or cute? Good question. I think your art style is very cool. Any tips to help me learn it? learn my art style. I mean, I guess study it, but if you're trying to make your own, you know, be inspired and develop, like constantly absorb art, and then naturally your work will take the parts that connect to you without you thinking about it. Definitely look at the gif of the peacock. I think it would help, or the smiley face spider. What if you had a Majin, like Majin Buu? I have a ton of retweets of your posts and it doesn't show. So annoying. Hello, Jelly. Welcome in. Welcome in. I've resisted Twitter for this long. Yeah. Bonnie's is badass. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like mine a lot. Yeah, it's very annoying. I'm not gonna. I mean, I tried to appeal, so we'll see what happens. But I never say anything. I don't talk to anybody. I don't say anything to anybody. So, you know, I'm like, if they want to ban me for no reason, that just kind of tells me exactly where Twitter is at right now in the state of things. Again, it's not like I really use it or interact with a lot. I have like nearly 4 times as much followers on my Instagram. So, Base Professor Bond, hey, I appreciate. Okay, so chat, while I'm working on this egg concept, let me know if you guys know of any mythos for world, like mythology on eggs. So also chat, this thing on Photoshop has been sitting here. This little cursor, it's gone, but then when I hit brush, it shows up. Somebody want to do a Google search while I'm illustrating, because it's really irks me. Majin are ancient Japanese evil spirits. Again, as I was saying the other day, I have too many, I think, Japanese-inspired yokai, which isn't a bad thing, right? But Pokemon have a lot of yokai as well, and I'm trying to make this a more worldly kind of thing. So if there is some sort of... I don't necessarily need to attach mythos to my first forms, but a lot of them seem to have them, you know? So if possible, I'd like to, you know, avoid it. But anyway, check this out. I'm going to give the head and the abdomen kind of the same space. Okay. As a point of reference, I recommend looking at the Scorpio Zodiarts for Kamen Rider Forte. I want to get into Kamen Rider. Kamen? It's Kamen Rider. I said Kamen. The Kamen out. You about making mom based on the Hekagani Samurai Crab mix with the spiny? What is Hekagani? So I think I want to do like this kind of abdomen thing. Although, you know what, chat? This might get close to what I want to make for a bacteriophage. The bacteriophage and whatnot, and viruses might have a similar look. But I kind of like this egg shape. I'll keep it like this. Oh, you know what, chat? I can make the other guy like a mosquito guy. Not a mosquito, but maybe some sort of like flying creature. This would make more sense, to have it like be on the ground. Paramon warped Digivolve into Infirmon in the morning. Usarimon reminded of the cocoon. Yeah, one thing that makes me very curious is Fallout. You could shrink some kind of alien Ben 10 to be yourself? What does that mean? If you could shrink some kind of alien Ben 10 to be yourself? It's not the center. It's really weird. I've seen this before and it goes away, but I'm not sure what it is, chat. You got any Norse stuff? I think yeah, I have the Frost and Fire Giants. Got those two. I think I also could potentially use this one squirrel one. Toskier, I think is his name. Okay, so this guy, I really like giving my Potempo eyes like this. It's just cute. Oh, you know what, chat? This is what I can do. I can give this guy all these eyes. That's another way I can differentiate them. Let me do... You know what? I kind of want this part to kind of be spiky. It's a little crazy, but it's kind of a fun design. It kind of looks like arms, but it's a little pincher mouth. Hey. This is really cute, where the opening for this guy's mask is obviously very wide. right? And I'm gonna have it just continue along. I was also thinking about doing something like this, but is this too Spider-Man? Right? I kind of want to add spike here. And also, again, trying to figure out what I want to do for the bacteriophage, but I can always alter this design. What if the legs came from the totem itself? I had thought about that, like making a little opening and then it coming out like that. But I think I don't want to do that just because it might minimize the silhouette a little too much, you know? But it's something I thought about. And, you know, I might still, you know, down the line. Sick concept, thank you. Tip of the banana should not be eaten because there could be spider eggs. Really? I've never ever heard of that. The Orphic egg. I'll mark Orphic. I just checked Majin don't have a consistent form. Some look like Oni. Yeah, but like I said, I have too many yokai. And either way, that's a more generic sounding kind of spirit. I have something called Preta, which I'm doing as my evil spirit, which is from Indian mythology. Again, less Japanese mythos if possible, gang, and then more world myth. Because Pokemon, a lot of Pokemon's already Japanese myths. I do have a lot already. I want to really get more and more world myths. After Thor 11 Thunder, Bonnie doesn't want to include the Screaming Goats. Oh, hell no. Do not get me started on the Screaming Goats. People in the theater were like laughing. I couldn't help but cringe, chat. I was sitting there like, bro, this was funny like years ago. And even then, like, okay, fine, yeah, maybe the Screaming Goats were like kind of funny for a little bit. But I swear to God, the way everybody was yucking it up in the theater, I'm like, am I a crazy person? Like, this ain't funny. These Screaming Goats really ain't that funny. You know what I mean? You agree? I mean, Screaming Goats could be... I mean, Screaming Goats are like an actual thing. It's not like just Norse mythology. I think I'm gonna make this guy like a yellow colored spider because I think it's very bright color. And I can add like red, yellow to the next stage. I'll make the legs black. Kind of makes them look a little dangerous. But you know what? I can make the legs black so that way the kneecap parts are yellow. You know what? I will make the bacteriophage virus POTEMPO probably more like this airborne pathogen kind of bug. I already have a mosquito for the amber. Maybe a second mosquito for the bacteria would probably be better. You know, I can have two versions. One that's like an ancient mosquito, and then a more modern one. So, am I crazy? Is today Sunday or Monday? Ratasker the Ratatoski. Squirrel Messenger Gracia Kusarimon is technically Chrysalimon. It's supposed to be like Chrysalis. Kudasity. Chrysalis. I can see that. What if the legs came from the dome? It's a concept. This guy's cute and awesome at the same time. Thank you. And then Kofi has also our Sunday stream days. It's Monday. You scared me, buddy. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday from streaming. don't know why, but I want to see the mask spin in its section like a vertical slot machine. That sounds fun. The Hikageni is a Japanese crab that has a back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking was. Yeah, wandering spiders lay eggs and bananas. Hello, Late. Yo, chat, say thank you to Justin and Late. They created some awesome fan art. Justin's been creating fan art of myself, which always makes me smile and blush. And then Late did incredible and so fast too. Fan art of the worm. In fact, I can share it real quick now because I absolutely deserves to be shared. Thank you so much for it. It was really, I was just so stunned by it. You worked on it so quickly. Let's see. And we'll get back to some art, yeah? I'm gonna change capture page. See? Everyone say thank you, Late. There it goes. This is my... Okay, let's go. He's on the move. Got blinks. We've got some 2 frames. The speed in which you got that out, and even some breathing movement. Very nice. Had to share that. So much. Oh, secret. Let's get the Photoshop screen back. Okay. The spider that bit Peter Patem Parker. How about something based on Bakunawa? What is Bakunawa? And that also sounds Japanese yokai. No more Japanese yokai. Looks like an eggcorn, something like that. You're gonna be mad about the screaming goats are actually part of the Norse. They actually scream, really? Honestly, in that case, that might be something I might have to do then. Try dividing the 2 big eyes. I could see that being interesting, but I kind of like it all connected. I'm gonna try to work stuff out. I don't expect much from the Thor movies. Yeah, I mean the first 2 were, you know, okay. They weren't inspired. Ragnarok was amazing, which is why I think everyone was excited for this new one. But I think there was less god butchering, and obviously balancing out a storyline with cancer is just so difficult. I get it, but I think the reins like it got away from Taika, and the comedy overtook a lot of things. Technology wise, would silk come from the head or the butt? It may not even shoot proper silk. Maybe from the mouth. Maybe it puts its mouth together like that and then fires. Do we differentiate an animal screaming versus the same animal moaning? Oh my god. Hela is not Loki's sister, the Mythos. On Monday. You can have the Dex Neo Pokerus. Exactly what I'm going to be using, Draco. It's Tuesday. What about a fly instead of having 2 mosquitoes? I could do a fly, but yeah, I will find some sort of other insect, a flying insect. But Fenrir is also his son. Spooter. Friday for me. Honestly, it's an honor, I'm a fan. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it. Sleipnir from Norse mythology might be fun. It's Odin's horse. It's got a lot of legs. In terms of mosquito mythology, the Oddsay is a good pick. It's from African mythology. It's a mosquito firefly hybrid with vampiric qualities. I think someone recently mentioned that to me, so I will also write Oddsay mosquito. Bakunua is a Philippine. Ooh, tell me about that. Let me see what I could do with it. I mean, again, never promise or guarantee, but Sleipnir is the son of Loki. Also, Odin's nephew. Massive sea serpent believed to be the reason for earthquakes. Oh! I have to do that for part 2, I think. Manangaral Tempo is happening. Also, second the segmented. I like how they looked in your initial sketching. Monday here. Yeah, so let me go ahead and I'll start illustrating it. And there's a reason why I want to do this together. That might be a good idea. That might be a good idea daily, where I kind of focus on, you know, two sides of the same coin. There is something called the Sun Bear, but, you know, that's a more Pokemon kind of centric approach. If I can find a really cool mythos, like I'm kind of placing the moon into the mythology of the owlbear because it's my mythology. So it could be another bear that represents the sun, or maybe an animal that's bear-like. You know what I mean? I could actually act as a good counterpart, but then again, I'm not married to any concept where it has to fully make sense. Like, yeah, the scorpion men of Mesopotamia and the Japanese, hell, like I could even make, you know what, maybe instead of JOROGUMO, maybe I will make it Arachne, because I don't have enough Greek mythology and I have a ton of Japanese. And before anyone cries about it, not cries, but if you're like, Bonnie, wait, they're essentially the same thing. It's a woman with the body of spider and a human. So maybe I will make it Arachne and let maybe I can have the evolved form be JOROGUMO, like with like spider babies in a part 2 or something. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what? So yeah, the reason why I want it connect is because I don't want to have too many A's. Well, I mean, I want to see if I can get 8. Might be hard to... Yeah, I think I can do it. Side note, little barrel spider. Let's see here. If Bakanua is a Pokemon, it would be legendary. Probably. The vampire lady, but it doesn't have legs. It only goes up. Yeah, I got that. I'm going to make that a bat. Might Anansi be a good reference? I had considered Anansi, but in some mythologies, I saw that Anansi might be treated as a god. Other times, you know, a popular folklore kind of hero. Anansi also is seen as a trickster, so it would be the chaos side. But I think when I did, again, my research, I most found that there wasn't a visual element that I could really pull from the mythos that made it the best choice to adapt. You know, like Anansi is a trickster spider, but like, what does that mean from the design perspective? Right? At least say with JOROGUMO or Arachne, we know that it's got an interesting body shape, right? We know that what's cute is that it kind of looks like little arms too. But Anansi the spider is just a cute little spider. And obviously I would be able to do my own take on it. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but the point of me, you know, using mythology as the building point is to make sure that at the end of the day, it gives me like a visual that I can build on, you know, without like tacking parts that don't feel like it needs to be there.
One guy didn't.
Simple, but I think effective shapes, you know, some nice spikes. I want to add chat. What was the word? I learned it a long time ago where, you know, you see it on Pokemon like Venusaur. But those kind of markings are so primo, like I love it so much. It just gives like a very natural feel to a pattern. Bear that evolves into a bird. Essentially, that's what happens with an owl bird, no? Magical Squid Evil POTEMPO. One of them is Voldemort because he has no nose, and the other is Pickable. Myrmecolion. Front half lion, back half ant. Definitely something I could add in the future. I'll mark it down. A little lion ant. Ant lion, excuse me. Arrogant weaving spider instead of murder spider. Arrogant weaving spider? What a name. Oh, it's not an actual thing. Garden orb weaving. What about the rarity, I'm assuming, about the POTEMPO monsters? Because if it's from Mythos, it can mean that it's more common than it's known. Like a lot of people know. Ego. Yeah, I think that's why, for example, the Dust Bunny might be one of the more prominent POTEMPOs that people see in that one. The Paralis or Parosta is an insect native to the copper smelting furnaces of Cyprus. Large fly with 4 legs. Reed bug, scorpion fly. Got you. This is where a god of knitting kills a lady that outgets her because she's a sore loser. Whichever the chariot wheels is, scorpions fly. Wonderland POTEMPO line. That would be dope, like another modern day kind of Mythos type of thing. Welcome back, Oni. That's his mandibles. I thought it was arms. It could work as both. I mean spots, but I think there's a word for it. But smoking caterpillar turns into either Cheshire Cat or Jabberwock. I think, yeah, I'd probably... You know what? Chat, is the Cheshire Cat... Is the Cheshire Cat a... just an Alice in Wonderland creation, or is it a proper myth? Oh, that's hot. It's still hot. Okay, let's get some colors in here. Oh, you know what? Let me do... I'll add this kind of like band right here. I kind of like if maybe I had the webs kind of coming down a little bit, just to add like an extra layer. And then eventually, you know, I want to like go back and, you know what, screw it. Let's just do a whole, just because like he'll get some texture at the top. A for Anansi. But it's kind of cool, right? The A. A little web hat. Okay, let's get the eyes down so you guys can see what I'm trying to do. Cheshire Cat and Jabberwocky, any Wonderland related is public domain. The difference between Arachnid and Jorogumo? Oh, I got you. Caterpillar, Cheshire Cat, and Jabberwocky? That's pretty cool. An absolutely off the wall. This guy looks cool. Thank you, Devin. I feel like a chesting POTEMPO would be fun. Ooh, but shogi is also Japanese. Ooh, maybe, you know, chess? Chess is an Indian invention, no? Or Middle Eastern? Kind of looks like a wood hut with legs. Hell yeah. Cheshire Cat Bus? I'd rather make that a Pokemon than a POTEMPO. I might have to do again, like an Alice in Wonderland for a part 2. But I mean, not to say Alice in Wonderland isn't worth it, but like of my like modern day, if we're talking mythology, right? Why am I including Godzilla? Why am I including Cthulhu? Why am I including you know, characters that, you know, truly are like modern day mythologies, right? Like we go to the theaters when there's new movies of these characters. There are heroes, right? We tell stories as humans, and that's how a lot of mythology gets passed down, right? Be it through religion or otherwise. It feels right to honor those heavy hitters. I don't know if Alice in Wonderland, for me personally, before you guys beat me up, hits to that level of like Godzilla and... Alright, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work with all the eyes that I kind of wanted to do. This is why I did the split eyes thing, or rather that I didn't split it, because I wanted all of them to be connected. If people weren't afraid of spiders, then I think they will certainly, if you have like a phobia of eyes, this might be too much. So I think I know a way of how to simplify. Also, I'm telling you, chat, I just love to do designs. Not like it has 8 do I? I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this cute or creepy? I hope you don't drop your phone and run in horror seeing this many eyes. I have a phobia. Hello, Sketch! Film a music video? Okay, pop off, Sketch. This thing's going to turn into a spider waifu? I didn't say spider waifu, but some sort of spider entity. That's more effeminate in me. Mimic POTEMPO like Voltorb. I'm doing that for part 2, and there's a reason why. I'm saving that the mimic for a part 2. What domain would any of these guys fall into? Good question. I think it would be cryptid. Let's see. You know what? I haven't really thought about placing a lot of my guys in their respective domains. But let's see. Referring to the domain manual. Definitely not goth. Okay, so the first one would probably be... I could see... I think it should be typic. It'll be typic. And then the evolution could be gothic cryptic for the JOROGUMO. And probably typic cryptic for the Scorpion Man. It's creepy. I think it's cute, but I like spiders. Me too. Maybe Forza has... Yeah, exactly. I think I have to simplify. Fear of collateral holes. I was thinking about trying to work in the holes element. It's not the spider, but it's the eyes. If I recognize the species is non-venomous, it's just not me one. Just gotcha. Silky jukebox if you squeeze it enough. Technically, we have a Bonny waifu? Hello, Jay. Welcome in. Centipedes are also arachnids. Oh, wait. No. It's big, singular poop reminds me of dust skull. Well, the females would be bigger than the males because most spiders. That's true, but this isn't real-world animals. I could base it off of real. But Tempo are their own kind of entity, so I could see myself probably giving, bigger abdomen for the female one, just for, for the sake of. But yeah, let's go ahead, and now that we've got kind of the domains out of the way there, let me fix these eyes. I think I know how to do it. So I do like I'm always a fan of the bunched up eyes, chat. I'm gonna do the 4 eyes, and then I got it. Again, we gotta simplify things. I'm going to do... Oh, he looks like he's got glasses, so 4 eyes. 6 arachnids. I did hear that earlier in chat. Shogi was just using an example. Gotcha. Yeah, Shogi would be cool. But dang it, once again, Pokemon has beat me to the punch with Bisharp and Pawniard. Which, by the way, chat, we really need to see, like, if King Gambit is the king, sucks in chess, I want to see, like, a Queen Gambit or whoever who's, like, the insanely powerful character. The king sucks. The whole point is, like, you get your pawn to the end of the map, and then the board, and then you always get a queen because she destroys anyone in her path. want to see like a Bisharp that goes into a Queen form. Insane. So this is what I'm gonna do, chat. I'm gonna take maybe red paint for this guy, and check this out. I'm just going to do, remember, like the POTEMPO have all these like paint kind of markings, right? I can just kind of paint on cute eyes, and that way it's less scary. It's just kind of like a reference to I think for this one, simplify it by going like this. One big eye like this, and this is why I wanted to connect them. This, go like this. And that is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. I don't want them all connected. I don't care what anyone says. I think spiders are so cute. Then again, I just love insects. The real world Pokemon. The tough part is like making it look like the eyes are sunken in, like underneath the helmet and the mask, you know? Maybe when I render this out, I kind of have markings and stuff to show like kind of. It'll help the paint element stand, right? I don't know if I like the extra eyes in the middle like that. I thought I did. Maybe, you know what? Keep it simple, right? KISS. Keep it simple. Sometimes that's all you gotta do. The KISS method. Yeah. That's my little Spider-Man. He's so cute! Spiderpy. Spiderpy. JC with the names. Loaded. King Gambit's already powerful, so could you imagine what like a Queen Gambit or whatever would be? Huh? Crazy. For the JOROGUMO, you could also take inspo from the Rakna Kadaki, who's a monster hunter. I'm only using 2 and the rest being false. Exactly what I did. Look up jumping spider eyes. The camel spider. Okay, so I'll look up. These are scary, so I'm not sharing these pictures with you, okay? So, okay, chat's telling me. Jumping spider eye. Just kidding. It's very cute. It's kind of like what I was picturing in my head. 6 eyes, but without the pupils. Tailless whip scorpion, says Jelly. What is this? Tailless whip scorpion. Oh yeah, he looks just like a spider. Oh wow, he's got really huge claws in the front. Oh, so it's more of a scorpion. I mean, so it looks like a spider. It's not, but it is kind of. Camel spider. I mean, that don't sound scary. He's not scary, he's cool. He's got these big mandibles. And he's very spiky. Chat, why didn't Geetha, Pokemon League champion, have King Gambit as her last Pokemon, her ace? Letters are cool, but I don't want them in my house. I hear you. That's fair. What's this little guy gonna be called anyway? I haven't actually named any of my guy. Playing King Gambit lasts after all is full and becomes something truly indomitable. Oh, it's shy. If pawns can turn into queens, does that mean they're all women? Not necessarily. Jumping spiders are cute, others maybe. Actually looks cute, thank you. Lucas the spider, he's cute. Perhaps the extra eyes could move down a little. Maybe, yeah, there's plenty of ways I can adjust it. I could see it go around, right? Mimicking it. It could be an arc of eyes like this. Come. Little dork. It's cute. I'm sad there isn't a queen one, frankly. Here, looks so cute. One weakness, a black and white floor tile. Love this. I'm not a fan of spot. Hey, Brianna, welcome in. But I have respect for them. Thank you. You don't have to like something, but I think spiders are really. Welcome in, Bri. Good to see you. Horse jumping spider, a spider that hunts other spiders. They named it after Porsche. Horse jumping. Oh, nah. Oh, it's Porsche. Portia. Don't look it up. Thing's scary but cute but cool. Green Gaming would make for a good Dawn Spawn Split Evo. We don't make use of that stone, so there you go. Peter Park. Peacock spiders, yeah, as Aurora said earlier. Gladiator spiders. You guys are really coming in hot. Gladiator spider. Oh, nah, he got big ol' eyes. He looks like Spidops. He looks like Spidops, gang. He's very cute. Make it a tree stager. Make something on Eurytid. Sea scorpion. Daddy long legs are not, in fact, spiders. Mercedes spiders next. Spiky legs remind me of crabs. Yeah, right? What is the term for when everything evolves eventually into crabs? Like arsenization or something like that? Alright, so I'm going to make, I guess Jorogumo, Arachne. I'll just kind of make it all one kind of concept. Maybe in an official concept, I'll just say Arachne, because I do want to have the balance. Not balance, but not have everything be Japanese myth, right? But, okay. Let me evolve this little fella, right? So, we have a bunch of references here. Chat, actually, you know what? Let me ask you guys. Part of me thinks I should work on the Scorpion Man first. You know? Because everyone's really here to speak Spider-Woman. So, I'm gonna just ask you guys, because I feel like it would be more fun to, like, have it finish on the high note of what people are expecting, but it doesn't matter. Let me see what chat says. Which one first? I'll work on the... They lose. On the other neck. I'm gonna write Spider-Woman or Scorpion Man. I'm gonna go ahead, put that poll up. Chat, go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead and vote for me. And then from there, I will, of course, work on the other one. Some votes coming in fast. Jupiter should have been called Spidoo. 100%. Jupiter is the stupider name. Carcinization. Yeah, there we go. Call me Carson. Yeah, Jupiter is like one of the dumbest names I've ever heard. And it's... Nothing beats Talonflame. Unless I'm missing some sort of pun that I'm not seeing or hearing. Guys, I have 16 votes. I want to see 16 likes on the video. Keep it up, okay? Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and I'm going to close a poll now that a minute has passed. The answer voted by we the people. Scorpion Man. Nice. I think that's better for pacing. It was not close. Nearly 70-30. Want to see a Scorpion tail? Honestly, I think that'd be really fun to see, right? Scorpion from Spider-Man is not going to be happy about that. Is the hut shape intentional? Not really, but it's supposed to be the abdomen going up, but it's kind of lost. But I do like the hut element in there too. There is something fun about that. Spydiver is awesome. That's an awesome name. The guy can be Scorpion with a stinger, not developed or just inside the totem. It's true, but with POTEMPO, because they're not actual true animals, it's okay to not have it all be like scientifically sound. Like when I make my Fakemon, you guys, I think about like how did it evolve to be this way and do this and that and the other, you know? For this one, I'm like, oh, okay, let's have fun, let's rock. All right, so let's get some scorpions. We've been talking a ton of spiders. Talonflame when it means claw water. At least claw water has. The thing is, claw water has like fluidity. No pun intended. There's water in it with claw that moves. Talonflame is 2 words. Talonflame, claw water. Sticks and mites are also Ash. And for the Spider-Man villain, what species of scorpion? There's a huge variety. And it's true, I don't have to stick to any one species. Girl spiders can fly? How much man is a scorpion? Like a humanoid? Emperor scorpions? Jupiter because it sounds dopey, not because it's cool. But do they translate the rest of all the different names from across the world? Yeah, exactly, Lane. It's more like Digimon, but there's a little more focus. I love that Digimons can be so random because I do want people in some cases, right, to be able to be surprised. But if I can still leave some sort of thread, that's important too. Fangrock. Why does Fangrock also sound decent compared to Talonflame? That's Stalker or Scorpion. Huh. Flaregan? Flaregrin. Like Peregrine Falcon. It's close. I don't love Flaregrin, but it's a little better. Instead of Fletchinder, it should have been Flaro. Sparrow and Flaming Arrow. You get 3 in 1 for Flaro. Mountain Dew. Would this thing be blue? Not necessarily. Science isn't super like a focus, but we could do fun nods to that, right? Red, which Scorpion mythology are you going with? This one would be the Mesopotamian Scorpion Man. Tailbolt spider. This is what I'm going to do, chat. Before I get too many leave my. Hey, listen, Jay. I love Talonflame. The Common Man's Moltres, absolutely fantastic, cool. What the name? Bird on Fire. I'd rather have that. When spider legs curl up when they die. Oh, I guess that. Oh, I never really thought about it. You're right. They always do curl up. So I'm going to first put down the shapes that I want for my character. I will look up scorpions on my end, but I don't want to like necessarily base my design on a specific scorpion. I don't mind doing that, but I just want to at least get the, you know, Sandslash. Look, Sandslash has alliteration. Sandslash is SS. Sandslash. Even the end of the sh is sh. There's movement in the name. Talonflame is
Game world or real world?
Peregrin with Flare. Flaregrin. I bet we could do something a little more punchier. We've done this before, chat. We have to get a name for Talonflame while I'm drawing, okay? Alright, so this is the direction I'm trying to do. It's basically kind of like a centaur, essentially. Okay? So I'm essentially doing... So it's gonna be shaped like this. Right? We've got to have the tail. Oh no, wait. I was like thinking, what if its body was like this? And his face is looking forward, right? And then he had his thing, but that kind of looks a little sussy. I kind of want to do something like that. But yeah, as you can see, having him face backwards is kind of an issue. So I do want to have Flamicon? Nah. Primarina? Nice. Rockruff is ironically genius as a Ruff of Rocks. I don't know if it's ironically genius. Rockruff is, at least again, alliteration. Sand screw. Pregnite. I like that a lot, but I'm thinking pregnant, which takes away the coolness factor. Not saying pregnancy isn't it's you know an amazing feat of human engineering, but like my mind moves away. Basically, I'm gonna make this guy have massive claws, and again, he's gonna have more of like this torso of a human. It'll be simple shapes. You know what? Ooh. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Would his claws come up over here? No, he can have low claws. No, wait. Oh, wait. This could be really cool. Maybe he don't even got... Maybe you don't even got... That makes sense of it. So here's the body. Here's like a segmentation. Another segmentation. Another segmentation. I could base this off of my Paradox version Scorpion Man. His name? Based off the one purple mythical or legendary that I did it. It looked really cool. Because I can either give him arms down here, which I think look cooler, or, but I guess that would be like Dorapion if I gave him claws and they came up. It could be, chat, where he could have, for the 8 arms that he has, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's got his arms crossed like this. Seems really powerful for a 2-stage. So I might have to mess around with like stuff. Or I just simplify it. Scorpion Norse is Spodreki, Tail Dragon, sick. Pregnant, the new ant. It's giving pregnant. Pregnancy is awesome. Bonny John.24. Humans invented pregnancy, the first to ever do it. Hot Wings. Raptorch. Wow, I do like Raptorch. Raptorch is sick. Dwayne Johnson time. Hot Wings is fire. Infeatherno is close. It's almost there. Talonflame just need to change some letters like Talonflames. Inflames? Talonflame, I think with the T and T it'd be Talentherma. Yeah, something like that, right? To get the alliteration. Gregnant, Rosa. Hyrogrin. Hyrogrin is kind of cool. Hyrogrin. Grinferno, like Peregrine with, yeah, Grinferno, Peregrine, Grinferno, Ambegrin, I would name my Talonflame Hot Wing. Red Kite. Human part would be a totem. No, only the first forms have the totems. What if his face was on his chest? Oh, that would be cool too. All cool POTEMPO, you're adding in cute and goofy final form. I think I could, I think I could do some cute and final goofy forms for sure. Definitely something like when I looked at like when I eventually come to see, which by the way, I've been making POTEMPO at a really good rate. I'll be done with this very soon, like by the summer. So once I'm ready to do the second passes, like I'll see what I can make more cuter, because I definitely want a variation. Everything shouldn't be cool, right? see. Fletchling, Fletchinder, and Fletchferno. Yeah, I don't like Fletchinder. It should have been Flaro. Fletchling, Flaro for Flaming Arrow. Blaziken Wind meets Fried Chicken. Raptorch falls off the tongue. Rolls. Well, because there's that movement, right? Raptorch. Raptor and then Torch. Fuego. Or, you know what? We could get a French connection with Kalos. Hello to our mod, Sarah. Tell Brie I said hello, in case you missed it. I saw her comment. I think there's nothing wrong with 2-stager with a powerful last one thing to know about. That's true. But I just want to make it... Because in that case, what I could do is I could have the Centaur be a second stage line. Right? Rather than it being a third stage line with the Minotaur. You know? Oh, wait, so in that case, maybe I can make the Centaur one half be a Pegasus or a Unicorn. Or I'm kind of wanting to do a Pegasus and Unicorn in one. And then the other half could be yeah, the Centaur. That could work. See, I like the idea of a face here, but then it just kind of becomes less of a scorpion man and just a scorpion. Oh, unless I do... This could be really, really cool. Maybe the face is up here. And it does, you know... It's still humanoid. And look, again, it just needs to be representative of, even again, in that telephone kind of way. Right? It's not like it needs to be a true scorpion. This guy is going to be cool, then. I don't want to do spikes like that.
Two guys.
Maybe a fake face like Bellibolt.
Neither guy
Falscorch and Falcon and Scorch. Falcon! Punch! Scorchikin? Scorchikin. It'd be really funny if it looked intimidating. It was actually small. Like, maybe you could do something like that. True. You have many goat elements. Is that true? Ooh, okay, Rui, I need you to come in on the... I might do Unicorn tomorrow, so that way I could get, like, a Centaur split. No, but Centaur doesn't read chaos to me. It reads order, and so does Pegasus. So maybe I'll save that for part 2. Sand King from... Sand King. What a reference to mythical beast of Circuit from Yu-Gi-Oh! Ornis Scorch? Ornis... What is it? Ornis. Chikindle? Chartillery. Charred Artillery? Any plan for a werewolf POTEMPO? I do. It'll be a were hyena, which is based off an I forgot where in Africa, but I will be doing a were hyena instead of a generic kind of werewolf. And I would love to do a werewolf down the line. It could be the cousin, right? But stay tuned. I'll be basing it off of my werewolf, oh not werewolf, my hyena Fakemon. Why do spicy Funyuns? I'm not gonna lie, Rosa, that sounds banging. I love spicy stuff, and I do love Funyuns. So I would love to try that. Okay, so let's do... It could have a phony mouth down here. Or, you know what, chat? Yeah, maybe. Might be awkward. What if out of its mouth... these mandibles stick out and the hands come out of the mandible, but then what's going on here? What is going on? I want to have a torso. I had a kind of get. I don't know if I want it to be like a Spider-Man or Scorpion Man per se. Onions are excited, unfortunately they're bad. I mean, does it not taste good? How coal? Now I'm thinking coal like... Isn't that like a baby, some sort of baby animal, a coal? Or is that a colt? Yo, take care, Shady, have a good one. Ornus means burning. Interesting Greek with horrible, violent drunks. Oh shit, okay, he might be chaos. Where hyena fills in for the nulls. Exactly. What's a Funyun? Only the most goated, tastiest food of all time. It's a snack. Have I eaten? I have not eaten. Well, I ate at 3 and I'd stop eating. Actually, I ate like 2 today. I don't eat until tomorrow. I don't like my chips spicy. I'm a vanilla bitch about my chips. I'm confused. Have you tried it though? You might like it. You try it. Where Heine's reputation? Yes, yes. Alright, so I don't know if I like this, chat. Like giving it a humanoid body. Well, okay, let me see. Maybe it's rather, you know what? Let's make the torso come up like. Oh no, but then his groin is a mouth. We are not doing it. Foul Scorch? I saw it. Foul Scorch is not my cup of tea. Just Photoshop Dwayne Johnson. Let's try... Is this sussy if I put the mandibles down here? Yeah. Sussy. Oh, you know what's interesting, chat? Is if I do this, it kind of looks like the front legs are like the claws. How do I make this? I did try them, not pleased. Damn it, I wish I could try them. They actually, I mean, I feel like I would close out. Scorpion. Hot Wings is perfect. I do love Hot Wings. It's such a funny name. I play Talonflame in Pokemon. Wait. I'm looking at a Scorpion's face now. Guilty about wasting money? Just ship it to me. I'll finish. I'm looking at like Scorpion fangs. That looks dumb as hell. Oh, okay. Maybe this is what we can do, right? It might have to be Fethermal. Explode. Eruption. Oh, a raptor. Eruptor. Oh no. I'm having fried chicken tonight. Explode is fun. Guys, okay, so I'm gonna give you the next... I was saying last week, I'm doing my 3rd video in a row for you guys this week. So I'll take probably like a 2-week break before I start the Pokemon Cross D&D run. Because I did the 5K video. I gave you another 5 designs this past Saturday. Again, watch that video if you haven't already. I saw some of you lovelies comment on it. Thank you to everyone in chat who did comment. And if you haven't, make sure you do. And I'll tell you what my video concept is for this week. And so, having come off a collab with my boy Ron, and again, as I said, I did redesigns of works belonging to Ryoma, Deebs, and Ron, and I essentially realized I've never ever truly in any video, even my 5K video I didn't put it in, highlight my first ever fake mon. You guys know who they are, it's the possum creatures, but I never had them in a video. So I'm gonna show off those Pokemon because the topic of the next video, think of this guy like big, buff arms like this, or chest like this. This just looks creepy and dumb. The jalapeno. Oh, I don't love jalapenos. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe I understand now. I don't hate them, but yeah, I usually don't like them. I like spicy stuff though. Okay, I'm with you, Rosa. I'm wondering how they flavored this. Drunken Fist is genius. Thank you. I love that one. It's the name. Collateral, right? For collateral damage. Someone in chat, or rather a comment, had mentioned like collateral damage. And they pitched something I forgot, and then I was like, collateral, Spinda, whirl, give it abs, Pyrogrin. Yeah, we did see Pyrogrin. I like, of the names, Explode is fun. I like Raptorch a lot. Let's see. Those are probably my picks. Grinferno isn't bad for Peregrine and Inferno. Gregnant and Pregnant, of course, are epic names. I'm gonna post my question again, just in case you didn't see it. Are Potempos easily influenced? Potempos match the form. How do you mean exactly? Just in case. Potempos easily influenced. In what way? In my headcanon, Potempos match the form that best fit. Yeah, that would make sense. I would say, like, if they're feeling turbulent in a more dangerous area, depending on their general personalities, right? Let me see. What's up, Cole? Welcome in. I did not get to see the Colorado Cryptid. What was the exact name of it? Last time I'll say it. I did address it. I did address Foul Scorch. I was saying I'm not the biggest fan of Foul Scorch. It doesn't have like a flow to it. The Latter World was the Spinda evolution I made. Actually invested? Good! I'm glad! I'm hoping you guys care about this. I think the claws would fit better on the human torso. Avian Inferno! Okay, I see the connection. Yeah, you know what I'll do is we might as well test out different approaches. I didn't want to make it like Durapion. That's the reason why I didn't necessarily try, but I'll move them to the side and we'll try exactly. So here. Slide Rock Bolter. And what kind of creature was that? I'll mark that because it could be stuff that I have. Oh no, I already have Slide Rock Bolter literally right here. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That was what, Friday? So then I take off on the weekend, so I probably didn't look at this. Let's see. Like when they're placed in the world, they form bodies that fit within their land. Oh yeah, I think you're right. That is exactly what I'm kind of picturing. For sure. If anything, also, I would say that Potempo are also very emotionally, I don't say manipulated, that's not the word, but like emotionally dependent on their human partners, right? So, for example, like, I would still want like some sort of like good of heart type of thing. Tal Inferno. Wait, did anyone say Tal Inferno? Because that works. Tal Inferno is... That's perfect. The landslide whale? Urta Vaito. You figure out how your naming scheme? I haven't. I think it's just going to be like Pokemon. To be very honest, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I think trying to come up with a naming scheme that's like quote unquote original or unique is a super tall order. like trying to come up with my own designs, that's one thing. Like that's a natural thing that I can like figure out, right, as I design and whatnot. But naming scheme that feels original. I think Pokemon and all that kind of stuff already, they all sound similar in approach, right? Like Yokai Watch and stuff, like many monster tamers. It's not like they own the naming kind of convention, so I might just go about naming them like Pokemon. Again, even saying that, I feel a little weird. You know what? I kind of want to do this. Let me do a big body like this, right? And this might clear up a lot of space too. So I do something like, I guess you could spell it either way, like the I. Yeah, tell Inferno. It could be with the I, just to give a little better flow as far as reading it outright. Did no one say Talonferno? Like, that's crazy. We need to cook, Jesse. It's a land whale that causes avalanches and changes topography. I might have to do that for my second form coal, or that becomes the ghost whale. Because that sounds awesome. That sounds hella cool. I guess follow up to the question, if their mind works the same as their body and preserve themselves, do they change mindsets quickly? I don't think so. I don't think they change it quickly. I think it's truly a matter of like they reach that form, you know, because of their environment or of their trainers. I think it would take some time, you know? Thank you, is that Senkos for the subscribe there? Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Let me try something like this, chat, where it's like a more general body that's like fit onto the space. Oh, interesting. So, let's do the arms like a little above. How do I make a scorpion head, though? You know? I tried looking back. I didn't see a Talonferno. Nice, Jelly. I mean, I saw the video and somehow missed the name. Amazing. Thank you, Rosa. I appreciate that. Talonferno with an I, I think. Emotional reliance on human makes sense, says Reg. Since POTEMPO spirits, you can imagine they may be detached from traditional human. I think it's not so much that they're detached, but like the moment they come to the world, it's like I figured they might be overwhelmed by like the energy of the earth, of the people, you know? And maybe they are more freeform when they're not like attached to a partner. This what's funny is like I'm trying to draw from this perspective, right? And it's just kind of kicking my ass. It just looks like some silly shapes. Piglatin's always an option. Oh, they need humans to lead by example. I don't think lead by example. I don't ever want like the humans to be, they work in tandem. So it's more like, it's more that they're highly empathic creatures. So they're influenced by them, not led by them, say. See, I love that. Good. Biggest question, how do you catch a POTEMPO? Still trying to figure that out. It'll probably be using these devices, naturally similar to Pokeball. You don't capture them, you don't own them. You're always borrowing their strength, is my approach. Same thing with legendaries. You don't catch legendaries in my concept. You earn the right to wield them. They said, you're a worthy human. You have goals that better this world. I will give you a fraction of my power because I trust you. And I think that's more I think there's a nicer emotional connection there. New pose. I think you're right. Are there any oh, 100% Dingus. It could be Scorpion adjacent like Gligar or Drapion. Absolutely. Chunky. Potempo and humans have a symbiotic. In a way, yes. You don't catch their Potempo, you catch their hearts. I love that. I love that so much. That's exactly right. Let's see. A design fact that irks me with Scorpion Men is that stingers point at the back of their head like a real scorpion, have their heads lower to the ground specifically so they don't hit themselves. Another girl or Tobias? Who's Tobias? Only Tobias I know is Tobias Fiumke. Stingers pointing at the back of their head. That's true. Wait, chat. Look at this. What if I did something like this? Where the tail, I mean, it might look a little awkward, but what if it's like the tail is the shape of like the head, so it's kind of like this. Holy shit, wait, this could be really unique. So it's the scorpion neck, or like the body, it could still have, I think, a secondary stinger. Maybe it's like this time it's for the back. You know, it doesn't have to be a true scorpion. I get to create whatever I want. Hold on, look at this, chat. All of a sudden got a spring of inspiration. And then its mandible can come out like this. You see how the stinger kind of makes this helmet kind of thing? And it's kind of like hidden by it. You know? Michael, welcome in. Wait, let him cook? Oh, I'm cooking, gang. We getting out here. Be considered, but I have an idea like a summon scroll. After transcripting their name on a scroll, they feel summoned and run up to you. That is really cool. It's not exactly what I have in mind. I've talked about what I'm going to be doing. Trust me, I think it's going to be simple but effective, and I think visually the main thing is connecting totems and totem poles to Potempo. It's dangerous on all sides. This is like, this actually looks cool. Hell yeah. Not sure you're interested in my own project. You need to unlock 1 to 3 requirements to bond with your creature. Some older RPGs. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about ways to capture, right? I think a creature like a Scorpion Man, I think he does want to battle you. You know? I think he wants to battle you and be like, I want to test your spirit. I'm a Potempo of order. I keep order. If you best me in battle, I will grant you strength. Whereas maybe with a trickster, like a chaos entity, maybe they want money. You know, like kind of like in Persona, I think you could like kind of what do you call it? Bribe certain creatures. I think I could do a thing where like maybe with some Potempo you straight up have to buy them or buy their services. You know? I think that would be really freaking cool. But anyway, so here's like the scorpion kind of tail. Maybe I'll shape it like this. So again, I think this is really cool because it doesn't have to be a scorpion. It just needs to be scorpion inspired, you know? It's a Scorpion Man in its own way. In fact, I could even, you know, he's 1, 2, 3. You know what? So then I can maybe do... Maybe his arms come down like this, you know? Oh, that looks like boobies. I'll do a third... I think this looks kind of cool. And this could, again, look segmented, but it's like belly into chest. Because I don't want to put the arms up because it kind of looks like Drapion, who's got its arms up, you know? So it just needs to be Scorpion inspired. I can still give him like this kind of antennae that come out like this. I wonder if I can like really bring up tail. That's a... There's one badass Scorpion Man. Like, it's inspired by the Scorpion Man, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be a literal version, chat, you know? But anyway, I can imagine something like Undertale where you could beat an enemy by talking with them. Yeah, I think I want to do something like that. This is more Scolipede rather than Drapion. True. I love good Assassin Scorpion. Looks like a cool cohesive design. Thank you, Jelly. Maybe the backtail can be like that of Whip Scorpion. It's very cool, Rui. But this POTEMPO looks so peaceful. Not that it won't beat you up, only provoked. Exactly. Take care, Jelly. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully we see you soon. Different ways of recruiting sick. Definitely a Scolipede. Do you think there would be something like a negotiation? I think so, Ryoma. I absolutely think so. And in fact, I worked on something like this before. It was, I think I mentioned it before, a board game called Legendary, where you would hire all sorts of kind of people. And I would still love to make that game, but rather than making it that game, I could fold it into POTEMPO, where you would have like a king or a queen or princess or princes. They have royal influence, right? Then you have peasants and farmers and laborers and people who live in villages, and they have like a more different kind of skill set. You have warriors, and they have like a martial skill set. You would go around the world completing quests by using the army that you're amassing to build your legend, hence why it was called Legendary. And there was like different ways to recruit people, and it was about who you carry. So it could be this cool thing where, kind of like, in order to even challenge certain gyms in Pokemon Let's Go, there was this thing where you had to like fulfill some random stuff, right? So I'm thinking that maybe even the kind of POTEMPO you carry could influence the way you capture or approach POTEMPO, right? Watching stream part by part, not a worry, Michelle. Welcome back. It's good to see you, man. Older games were more open to doing this. I remember a game where shopkeeper would change the price if you were... Yeah, I love that kind of small stuff for sure. Bias is the Latios Dark Trainer that faced off of Ash. Gotcha. Fun fact, Scorpions glow under UV light. I'm pretty sure this is just a POTEMPO. It would be funny like if there's a moment you need the help of a POTEMPO, but their service is currently sold out. Love how unique and different it feels. POTEMPO, are you really happy working on Monster? Hey, thank you. They were so different. Hell yeah, you know it's different. It was Mesopotamia, yes, Dingus. One defeated cupcake, so they think you've got a hit. Good design. Imagine this thing could roll up into a ball. Like, imagine it rolls up into a ball. It's got singers on both ends. Cool draconic vibes, I think so too. Living up my street? Hell yeah, Rio. Okay. So let me, you know what? I think, chat, in order to really sell the Scorpion Man angle though, I think I will maybe bring up the arms, I think. If it's like Durapion, so be it. My inspiration is Scorpion Man, not Durapion. Unless... Yeah, I'm gonna give it, because if I'm making a Spider Woman lady, then same thing, right? Okay, so let me do... I'm gonna block in some shapes, chat. Anytime you have trouble drawing anything, here's a sick tip. You want to be able to just kind of visualize a form, right? And that's why looking at silhouettes important. So I am going to... Let's have the... You know what? Let's have this part, the stinger, kind of block one of the eyes, which creates a shadow, right? To make its eyes maybe like an orange color. I don't want it to necessarily read evil, right? So do something like this. You know what? I do want to make him actually more orange color. So let's stick with orange. Maybe I will make the eye color a little. I want to do yellow here. because I kind of want him to have like a desert kind of feel. I think that with Mesopotamia as the influence, something very earthy feels right. And then maybe the end of its quote-unquote tail helmet thing could just be kind of looks like a flamingo peak. We'll figure things. Let's see. Now the real thing, can POTEMPOs, I don't know yet. I think I do want them to talk. It might be a thing that only third stage creatures can talk. I think they can certainly talk to each other. We may not understand the language, but it's very much something I'm still trying to figure out. I love that Digimon can talk. But yeah, you know what? I don't. I want to take like the end of a. Make this yellow. So as I was saying again, I want to like block in shapes. And I do that by adding color. So I can start to get a little bit of sense of depth and it just kind of helps me read things in a 3D space. It would be cool if I made its body like segmented as well. Just so people can kind of see that better, you know? Might just do. Hollow Knight Silksong leaks? Oh no. I want to play that game. If it's more up, it's like Jarapium. If it's all leg, it's like Scolipede. Color blocking, you missed that too. Color blocking is the way to go. Bonnie counter tip, if you're having trouble with your design, just like a test, you double check your references to make sure you got your... Well, that's the thing. I'm not trying to use references right now. I'm trying to build this within my mind first. It's because I didn't want to get influenced too much by a specific creature, an actual scorpion, but it would be a good idea for, in this case, if I'm trying to make the neck look like scorpion tail reversed, you know? It would be really cool. Welcome back, Mark. Shiny Alpha Lux Rain, a Hisuian Voltorb. Alright, congratulations. Looks like he's wearing bundled cloth, but that's still big parts. I'm thinking the thick outfits out of women. Arab is where Mesopotamia lies so long. Body question, are you planning on self-publishing, or if you're funded, or going with finding a publisher indefinitely? Head looks like a toucan beak. The first stages have cute little animalistic noises. That's what I was thinking, Rosa. Like, the first ones would be very cute chitters and chirps. Which would be more like Pokemon, but not like fully saying their names, because let's be honest, it's kind of ridiculous, as iconic as it is, and it works for Pokemon. I don't want to copy that at all. It would be chitters and chirps depending on, and it could be their way of like trying to be like the animals in mythology that they're, you know, representing, right? So, oh, wait a second. Yeah, I could do something like that where it looks like a neck and like a chest. Oh, that's perfect, actually, because this shape is very vaguely chest and torso-like. Sometimes good things happen. Now it kind of getting closer to... I'm gonna give him, I think, green. And of course, I do want to, like, give these guys, like... Oh, he looks cute. The thing that I love doing is just adding spikes on shit. You know? It always just bolsters a design. It just makes things fun. You know what? I'm going to remove the antenna. You don't need it. I want it to look like a scorpion's... It's so crazy how quickly it kind of comes together, right, chat? I haven't stretched in 2 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and stretch. The first stage is, yes, exactly. Just kind of looks like a Gundam. Hell yeah, bro thinks he's gonna be a Fruit Loops commercial. Really cool color. How do you choose which ones work, Professani? Honestly, it's all vibes. It's all vibes, right? In this case, I'm using the what do you call it? The influence of the real world locations, right? Like, and you know, I would say from a pop culture perspective, right? There are things like the Mexico filter, right? You know, the Western filter, like whatever we're looking at, media has kind of placed an image down to color palette. So when I'm thinking Mesopotamia and ancient Arabic kind of mythos, I'm thinking warm colors, sand and desert, beautiful golds and oranges. So that's how I'm getting to here. Will it work? We'll see. But that's why this is the very first pass, right? Water break indeed. I got my tea here. Thank you very much. I like the colors, but I do think a duller color would be better to contrast with the brighter colors. I think that might work for sure, just to, you know, really kind of make it feel like Sea of Sand, maybe where this guy might be found, right? Maybe POTEMPO reached their third forms are blessed by the gods because they earned it by proving their resolve. Maybe, but I think in the mythos of things, I still want it to be that the potential lives in everybody, right? So while humans in my game won't evolve to their third stage, it's like they evolve with the POTEMPO. If a POTEMPO reaches a third stage, like, you gotta pat yourself on the back. You did everything to make them comfortable and happy and feeling powerful, and you trained as equally hard as they did, right? I want humans to be like sweating and dripping with sweat in battles. Like, when you summon POTEMPO, that's your human mana, your human spirit and energy that's summoning them, right? Whereas in Pokeball, like, you know, understandably it works for, again, Pokemon. I never want to sound like I'm shitting on Pokemon. But in Pokemon, you capture the Pokemon does the hard work. Like, I always laugh when you watch battles and trainers like, oh, man, I'm so tired. That was such a great battle. Oh, I'm so tired. Bro, you stood there from a distance and your Pikachu took a Hyper Beam to the face. What you sweating about, bro? I mean, I understand you know, you're sweating, you know, because you're watching Pokemon get nearly mutilated by a Vice Grip from a pincer. But, like, you ain't done shit. I want, like, you know, even summoning a POTEMPO is this thing that's, like, connected to your personal level, right? As a person. So when they reach level stage 3, like, you help do that. I think that's cool. You know? Something that I think always saves my designs, and that's just the Bonny way of trying to figure it out. And not just Bonny way, but, like, I think when people are, like, looking at these designs, they see how important shape language is. You know? This might look a little silly, but see if it works. It's coming along. It's coming along. And the crazy part is, chat, I might need to do the Spider-Woman tomorrow because I'm already at 2 hours. So, I mean, I think what I can do is I do want to get this done. And then I do want to start Spider-Woman at least. I would love to be able to start and finish her, but I want to finish by like 9 o'clock today so I don't go crazy. Like I said, I've been working non-stop to get the last 2 weeks videos out. I've got another video for this week. Oh, by the way, I forgot if I ever finished that sentiment, but the idea is I am doing this week's video is me redesigning my very first Fakemon, in addition to other Fakemon and Pokemon I've created. So, for example, I had done what do you call it? The Samurott Paradox, and the new version looks so much better if you saw it. So look forward to him appearing, that final design. I'll give you another, I guess, hint. I'm doing a future paradox. A fan favorite Fakemon design I did. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Alright, let me catch up with you guys. Pokemon say their name to teach kids, and game only Pikachu says its name, and even then, that was only something they added, I think, in Pokemon Yellow as a gimmick, and then it just became so iconic that now Pikachu says it. Now I think Eevee also says its name in the game. I think they can talk when they have a strong connection with the trainer, which is why I think a part 3, or like the third form, makes the most sense to have it speak in that form. Like Mega Evolution, but with social skills. Exactly right, Michael. Spikes are awesome. Spikes are perfect, actually, says Rosa. Yup. Only English Pokemon ever speak with their name. He's teaching. Grab your notes. Hell yeah. When I stepped into Mexico, my vision turns warmer. Exactly right. This will be on the test. Everything turns yellow. I wonder when you collab with Jackie Chan. Oh my god, the goat. And the subtitles show in the air. Subtitles don't show in Japan. I've been there. Some bronze color was the birthplace of the Bronze Age. Spikes give it punk. It's metal exhaustion for some odd reason. Imagine the Scorpion Man singing like Genie. I love Genie. Singing Scorpion. Pikachu, that was a sure hard battle, huh? Just stood there and shouted commands. Diamond King kind of stuff. Yeehaw! Welcome here, Brian. The pro Bonnie worker to see a Professor Bonnie. Gonna help my daughter with their homework. Alright, Oni. Have a wonderful stream. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see where it goes. And stop when you gotta stop. Indeed, Rose. I think that's a play. This is why I constantly zap you. He's changed. I saw the video of the Illusions of Iron. Thank you very much. He looks pink. I don't see pink at all. Is it telepathic? It might be telepathic, but I feel like that would be kind of boring. We'd get a lot of personality if we saw them speak. You know, I think that'd be really cool. Like, it would be more imposing if maybe powerful, like godly Potempo telepathically speak. And then regular Potempo of the world don't, you know? Yeah, kind of like an Onyx vibe. But I think this is so sick, chat. I think, like, I'm really pleased with how this kind of developed. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have these kind of like hide in the back a little bit, the legs. And the good part is, chat, me developing this design, it will really influence the way that the Spider-Woman is. Because I'm going to be treating them like counterparts, yeah? So if that's the case, it really just does all the trials and tribulation really adds to something, right? Like, I wasn't struggling, ready to rip, you know, my hair out earlier for no reason. I was getting somewhere, right? By failing, you can only fail upwards, chat. Never forget that. You only fail upward. If you don't try, that's failing, right? We don't raise quitters around these parts. All right? Capiche? We give the under parts over here. Actually, you know what? I kind of want it to be. I might make the tail black. I'll figure out patterning, things like that. God, my DPI and the mouse is going nutty, Professor, right now. Welcome back, Orca. Sort of like how centipedes work. It'd be cool if its head and tail were identical. That way you had to guess which is before you get stung by it. That's not a bad idea, for sure. It's like babies don't talk, but adults do. Exactly. Might be strange to say, but this guy gives me Lucario vibe. Really? Adults are just older babies. You just realized he's candy corn color. I love it, actually. No wonder it looks so sweet. Candy scarf. The head is the tail, was a smart move. It looks good. Thank you. Caprice. Scorpion Man POTEMPO. I miss my arms. Might be too crazy, but what if the one arm had a claw like a shield and the other arm? I think might be a little too crazy for my taste. But that is like, I'm thinking like the Dwayne Johnson. Why not the claws be on the bottom and top? Just 2 pairs of arms with 1 of legs. But see, there would be a little bit of an imbalance, right? I'm not against that idea. This guy's sick. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and do. See how I'm gonna do the back. See, it's gonna change its design up quite a bit if it ends up looking like that, but it is a very unique shape, and I'm not against that at all. It might be a really cool way to just at least tell people, like, there is something, like, this is a scorpion, you know? Let's try it. It could be that this middle part is more like a shape like that. The second pass for this would go great. That's kind of fire. Is it necessary to give him 2 spikes there? Not at all, but I'm doing it for now. No, he's sweet. I mean, 2 pairs, 1 pair and 1 leg pair and 1 arm pair. If only final forms can speak, what happens when they revert the end of the battle? Can they just talk in general now? No, they'd only talk in the stage. I think they'd only talk in the stage. And I like that. Even though I saw, like, I asked in my poll a while back, I was like, do you guys like to, like, just to see if people like the idea of, like, the reversion thing, which I personally really like. And people said they like to see their partners grow, and I think that's beautiful and absolutely valid. I just want to like have the option to have a Charmander, and then, you know, that's my baby, and then he can become a Charizard and destroy everything. Actually, in reality, I mean to say, you know, Rowlet, and then destroy everything as a Decidueye. But you know what I mean. So yeah, I would say that I'm giving people that option because I think it's just really cool. Like, I like the visual of the hero. The option of, like, he's stuck in a cave. Either he can protect his weak POTEMPO who can't evolve and they're just babies, or they transform into a giant version, their final form or whatever, and they're protecting them. Having both is, like, really cool to me. Oh, you know what? This may not make sense. As silly and crazy as this is the moment I give them arms, well, you know what? It would still imbalance the design in a good way. So let me see. Looks like a king crab leg. He sings, but seriously, he looks so epic. The shield part can kind of work. One is a claw, one bigger than another. That's true. That would make him more like a crab, which isn't a bad thing at all. Make him have, like, 1 spike on the front of his chest like Lucario. No. Like a king crab leg. You know, he looks like this crab, but the face is on the claw. Final villain would be muscular bald man which merges with his POTEMPO become. Oh my. I think I'm missing the bulk on the body. Doesn't feel like a scorpion anymore. Reminds you of the thorny devil lizard. The villain name is the Boulder. He looks like a crab, but the back spike is probably the color. I'm wondering if I go for a more dull kind of color. Well, I actually don't hate that, but part of me worries because it's kind of like fleshy. All right, let's keep working on this design and see where it goes. All right. We have the legs, and the legs is probably, or like the orange color is what probably makes it feel more what's the word? It does look like a crab with the claws. The tails could also be the claws. Oh, that's true. It could be like a split. No, but then again, it doesn't need to be a tree. What if it like the arms were like two split claws like this? That's its. I'm gonna hit a little flip ski. This is really cool and insane. I missed the bulk. Pretty fond of the cut. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna block in these back legs. Cooked crab color, yeah. I might have to change the color because I mean crab is understandable, don't get me wrong. But it really does look like a crab right on the side there. Okay, that's better. I like the segmented bit. Okay, so let me add, this is where I'm going to add a new layer so I can kind of erase and work. I do like this even if it's not bulky, it feels really unique. I agree. I missed the bulkiness as well. I do like the head though. Don't worry, you guys. You guys gotta let me cook. You guys don't let me cook, I can't feed. Can't feed the starving, my starving students. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the you call it the arms. Okay. So now that I have this, let's see how I can make this interesting. Purple for Scorpion, maybe purple color. No, just because, what's his name? Durapian. It's already very close to the arms coming up. It was way too frail, like the wind could knock it over. He do be a little crabby. Light purple, blue, Durapian. Centipede vibes, honestly perfect, because that's also an arachnid. I think the bulk is necessary because the segments feel more like a centipede, but knowing Professor Bonny cooks. Yeah, chat. That's like one thing when it comes to designing on stream. You're watching one part of an exploration, right? You saw me struggling for very long, but when we got something interesting, right? In the same way, I just need that trust. Because I gotta find the design. It doesn't, just appear on screen, right? You're watching real time. I'm sitting here like, ah. Let's see. Trying to think how I want to do it. It could be down. I think it would look cooler here, but it would make sense to do something this and lock this in my. If I go like this, pretty much. Scorpion glow in neon blue under, so highlighted blue. Trust the cooking process. Exactly. I'm not going to worry about color right now, chat, because I do want to get the form first. Color always can change. Color can always open. And he needs to be low to the ground. Trust my chef. Thank you. This is nice, not changing every 5 minutes like the siren, which is fine. The siren needed to go through changes, right? Then I realized maybe it's not working. I would love to try siren again, but I do have the Seaboard in its place. Like in Torre again, I remember the drawing montage. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. So added bulk there. A cooking princess? I'm the cooking mama. Centipedes and millipedes are their own thing, not arachnids. Who mentioned? Somebody mentioned. I was given false news, but thank you for teaching me. Let's see how I do the arm. Oh. Baby. I was like thinking it could lean on that. That doesn't look good. Let me make this heavier down here. Indian red scorpion, they're more orange with black on the back. The singer's, ooh, that sounds like my alley. That sounds like my alley. I do want the shape of the scorpion here. You know what, chat? I might just do the traditional low kind of thing here. And it could still like feel like a scorpion man with the wider thing here. You know? Again, inspired by it, not to be exact. Just because I think it'll look more visually interesting and add that weight at the bottom. Alright, let's go ahead and this looks cooler. Sometimes cooler is better. So you see, I'm not gonna straight up sit here and try to pretend like I can visualize and nail the claw. So I'm just gonna kind of like gauge it, and then I'll just block it in. And then when I get around to my second pass, you know. Okay, I fucking cooked. I'm sorry. If this isn't on everyone's team, maybe they rest their claws on the ground, feeling for vibration. They snap at whatever gets close. They're also so what's the word? This is why you also draw on a second layer, chap. Actually, how much did I paint over? Some. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Watch this. I'm gonna do this. Control C. I'm gonna merge my two layers. And then I'm going to, because it gets muddy, right? It feels like a legendary. He's like only the second. Now I have the body. This here. From here, eradicate this. Yo, this guy would body Darapion. I'm sorry, Darapion. You're getting washed. If you want 1v1 against my bro, you're washed. You're old news. Right? Oh, wait a second. Maybe, so in that case, I can have the arm attached on that arm. I do want it to, again, feel like... Should read like a scorpion. It's the... something like that feels about right. Let's see here. Both the mid torso, one big salmon, not two small ones. Want me to send you a pic? If you want. Do you know the game Arms? I'm thinking that for this mon, adding more black. Not all the arms of characters even use their arms. Actually true. There is 8 limbs like spider, 2 arms, and 6 legs. This is funky part of the process. I think my problem personally is the man upper torso doesn't seem to be attached to the scorpion lower bit. I feel like a man should be more moved down a little ridge. When it would be like a trident. Best barber. Somewhat flat claws feel sharper. This is rad. It's cool arms. That's why I've been your fan since 1980. Hell yeah, looks great. Let the sting of 87D. The background music fits when you're cooking. Hell yeah. 3 minutes to 9. I've been drawing forever. Well, actually, I guess not. It'd be 8. Gotcha. Let me see. No, you know what? So let me do. Okay. Do that. It's a little strange. It's pretty damn unique. That's. You know what? I guess maybe the stinger would need to be even longer, like that. Drop in general, hell yeah. Do. Definitely need to simplify this guy, but it's definitely really cool. I mean, I've never seen a creature remotely look something like this in any game. I mean, I guess obviously Scolipede is kind of a similar kind of thing, but even then, like, it feels like its own thing. And that's the cool part. Like, it can be inspired by the Scorpion Man, but it's its own thing. Just like what I was saying before, I think the feel of POTEMPO designs is that I don't ever want to go out of my way to be like, this is my take on a Scorpion Man or JOROGUMO. Like, I can say that, and I definitely want to have those inspirations, but to me, I would like to. Ooh, wait a second. I kind of like the all. It's more like a game of telephone. You know, like POTEMPO, whatever's in their makeup, and I know it because I'm writing the story. Like, they hear or know of this kind of world of mythology, you know, it's inspiration, and they, you know, are born as such. And as mythology works, it's a game of telephone. I gotta for sure do something with this stinger, because I do want it to, again, read like a scorpion tail. In the final design, it'll probably be leaning back a little bit like this, like craned, you know? I also don't mind a smaller tail like that, you know? Love them, honestly, me too. Maybe flip the black back stinger. Like, the front facing tail is iconic for scorpions. Yeah, but that's what his face is for, right? I like the idea that, you know, his stinger is also, I don't think it should. I like the idea that it's kind of covering his back as much as his face is covering his front, you know? It could be really cool if he stands sideways, maybe it's a pose thing, and imagine if these kind of extend out as a whip. So it kind of comes out and whips you from the front like that. you know? Royal Guard vibes, exactly something that the Scorpion men, right, were kind of seen as in like Mummy and stuff like that. So, all right, let's see over here. Hey, I know this is a bad amount of subscribers, but I just got my 20th subscriber. Hell yeah, it's not bad. That's your growth. There's no such thing as bad. Congratulations on 20. Maybe Flip the Black Singer. This guy looks like he'd fit the Monsters Inc. universe. Love him, honestly. Good. Reeves, name Scorporion. See. You like the tail should be curved as well. Don't end when you're just getting started. But yeah, honestly, I really like this direction for sure. I could flip it like this, but it wouldn't really make sense because I mean, I don't hate the shape language. Like, this double shape is really cool. But the idea is scorpions have it that way because they whip forward. So unless I maybe brought his head down low, which I wouldn't be against it if its head was low like this, but all stuff to play around for a second pass. It makes more sense to do back. And I like this movement here as well. This is the shape. Like a harp. So here's the head, here's the tail. And I don't think this is a bad idea, but thematically, or not even thematically, like, this doesn't track. This needs to strike forward, but its head is high. Part of the reason why this is high up, because the inspiration is Scorpion, right? But yes, I think I'll put him on my team. Yeah, I think he's really cool. I think he is probably going to be at this state, and honestly, I'm down to make more strong, like, what do you call it? POTEMPO that are 2-stage, but like strong, right? Like, I don't think they should just be weaker just because they're 2nd stage. Not all of them, right? Like, I don't think the dolphin guy is going to be as strong as a scorpion man, right? I will, of course, have to sit down and really, figure out, again, shape and all that, but, like, this conceptualization stage just feels real. Yeah, I really like this. This part needs to be kind of streamlined a little bit. It could be this entire part is flatter down like this, because scorpions do have a very low center of gravity. So I wonder if it's something like there's just more shape. But that's for future Bonnie to figure out. Woo! That was a tough one, Chad. I am so very pleased, though. Like, I am so very pleased. JOROGUMO, yeah, more like this. I'm curious how the battle system. Still gotta figure it out. Looks like a gladiator. It's got that vibes for sure. Don't forget to like the stream, absolutely. Scorizon. Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah, Scorizon is great. But yeah, chat, you know what? It is 9 here. I did 2 hours straight. I'm kind of mentally, not checked out is not the right word, but like, this one definitely beat my ass, So I think I will continue Spider-Woman tomorrow. I'll change the name of this stream, and I'll put another spider. No, you know what? Yeah, I guess what I'll do is we'll definitely be able to nail the design. Hombrio, the Hombre Scorpion. I think that what I will do, chat, is tomorrow I'll just label the stream something different, like drawing whichever 2 stage, right? But I promise I'll start the stream by working on JOROGUMO or Arachne. I think I'd rather go Arachne. It's the same thing, but I do want to pay more homage to more world cultures, and I already have a ton of Japanese, right? So to me, I think it should be Arachne. Thematically, it's, you know, like different, but it's the same concept: a woman with spider body. It's not like I'm making like any, you know, an Egyptian or a Greek spider, like, you know, it's wearing a toga or something. That's more like Pokemon speed. As I always say, you never know, that might still might happen. Yeah, I do believe that it'll be far easier to nail for tomorrow, and then we'll just jump into tomorrow's assignment, of which I got an idea. I've got an idea of who we can do, and you know, I'll be kind of blaring through, blazing through, I guess, more and more. What I want to, yeah, do more human characters, because I have been going crazy with the POTEMPO designs. Not that I'm burnt out by it, but I do want to avoid getting burnt. Chat. Proud of Katie Scorpion. Me too. Good run. Hell yeah. Amazing stream. So good to see you, Mitchell. Thank you for coming back. I wish I had killer abs. You pretend I want my team. Scarecrow, Harpy, and the Scorpion. Hell yeah. Citizanis. Arachne is technically an individual, not a species. I mean, is JOROGUMO like a species of creatures? I think yokai are also very much considered individuals, like a specific individual. Yokai has to live for thousands of years, but either way, the concept is the same. As I've said many times, it's the concepts that I'm building off of. Character, concept, whatever it is, it's all arbitrary as long as the end result is what. Now that is a Cyclops spider. Like Dr. Crane, hell yeah. Compliments to the chef. Mwah. Definitely need variety. But yeah, chat, sometimes streams have 2 designs. You guys get, you know, that very well. Some streams I cook up 4 designs. This one definitely had a lot of learning curve, right? I had to figure out how to make a humanoid, but not how, you know, maybe this version, I'm not going to say maybe, it'll really transform when you see it next, you know? Would the Spider Woman get along with this? No, so this little spider will either become the Spider-Man, the Scorpion Man, or the Spider Woman. So tomorrow I'll finish the second half of this line. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this one turned out. So look forward to it. Like I said, the thumbnail will be different because that's what I'll work on at some point in that stream after I finish Spider-Woman, but that's what we'll do in the beginning. Sound good? Ooh. There's a lot of fun, cool things that I can figure out for them. I'll do one thing though. You know what? It is looking a little too candy-like. I mean, for better or for worse, I think it doesn't. If the feels bad. This real quick. Oh, I want it to be more. Oh wait, that's why it looks so off. I gotta fix this. I'm like, why is it looking crazy? I see. So it's white. Hold on. The white of the. Oh. Yeah, okay. Iris and pupil. So the whites of the eye. Oh, it looks so cute. How did I make a baby little spider so cute? All right. Gold, blue, and tan. Multiple yokai of the same species, but not always. It takes a long time for many yokai, like thousands of years sometimes. So, let's see here. Sounds fair. Wood stinger for the clothes look like a pile of sand a little bit. It's pretty cool. Don't take care. All right, guys. Now it's time to call it. I've done the adjustments, just like a quick kind of thing. Spider-Woman, first thing tomorrow. Thumbnail's gonna look a little different. Make sure you leave a like, comment on the VOD if you want. Watch the video that I posted. Watch the video that I posted this past Saturday. Enjoy it. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right, chat. Take care. Be well. Mwah. See you next